Welcome to this channel. My name is Obolade Adeyemi. I remain your fashion teacher, the CEO of La Riche Designs. In today's training, we are going to teach you how to sew your underbust blouse, like the one I'm putting on. I only try to make the down part two-step flare, just ordinary flare. I added a little pleat because of the essence I added to this. And this is the sleeve I used. It's just a peplum sleeve here. This part is just a circle, then the extension of the long sleeve, so it's very simple to achieve. And we have few chapters to this, to achieving this underbust blouse. We have how to draft the blouse, how to cut your pattern, how to cut it out on fabric, how to cut it out on lining, and how to sew it on fabric. And don't forget, what we do is conceal sewing. Everything has to be concealed. If you're new to this channel, please, we need you to subscribe to this channel, like, drop your comments, ask your questions, any observation. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to this channel. My name remains Adeyemi Omolade. I remain your fashion teacher, the CEO of La Riche Design. Today's topic is going to be how to cut our basic sleeve. What I mean by basic sleeve is something like this. It's something like this. How to cut a sleeve. How to cut a sleeve. So, the measurement parameters you're going to need is the length of your sleeve. You need the length of your sleeve, your arm round. You need the measurement of your arm round. And you need the measurement of the thigh. This is called tight. Tight or tie. Tight, sorry. It's called tight. So those are the measurements you're going to need. Your sleeve length, arm round, which is the fullest part here. The fullest part of your arm is called the arm round. The circumference of this part is called the arm round. Then the length, where the length is called the tight of the measurement. It's called the tight. So this is the length, the arm round, the circumference, and the circumference of this page is called the tight. So let's go. So my measurement is going to be, the measurement I'm going to use is going to be, because I want to maintain what I have here. Excuse me. So I'm going to use a length I'm going to use 8 inches length. Yes, I'm going to use 8 inches as the sleeve length. Sleeve length, 8 inches. My arm round, let's say my arm round is 13. And what else? The thigh. Let's say the thigh is 11. So this is the sleeve length, the arm round, and the tight. So now this is the measurement. It's going to start this way. So let's measure the length. I'll measure the length like this. 8 inches. Eight inches. 8 inches. 8 inches. I'm going to stop somewhere here. 8 inches. So I'll join the lines together. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to measure the arm round. So as it is, the arm round is going to be, it's not going to be exactly as it is, because there will be a freeness at that area. We don't just measure exactly what we have. So what we are going to do is, the arm round is going to be, we are going to add 2 inches freeness to the arm round. So now the total arm round we are going to measure is 15 inches. If your arm round is 10, let's say your arm round is 10, you add 2 inches to it, so the total will be 12 inch. If it's 9, you add 2 inches to it, the total will be 11 inches. So now, since the total 13 plus 2 gives me 15, I'm going to measure 15 this way. I need to measure 15. So join the lines together. So the next thing I'm going to do is to divide 15 into 2. I'm going to divide 15 into 2. This is the sleeve length. This is the hem round. Arm round plus 2 inches. So now the arm round I measure, which is 15, the arm round I just measured now is 15. So I'm going to divide it into 2. So that 15 divided by 2 will give me 7.5. So I'm going to measure 7.5. 7.5 to divide the whole thing into 2. So this is it. So this is your arm round divided by 2. So the next thing I'm going to do is also divide this 7.5 into 2 again. So 7.5 divided by 2 on my tape measure is going to give me 3/3/4. So 3.75. So I'm going to measure 3.75 from here out. Then I'll join the lines together. I hope you understand. So this is 7.5 divided by 2. This is 15.5 divided by 2. So I hope you understand that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join this point to this point. So I'm going to make a line to join those 2 points together like this. And this one also like this. This part also like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'll divide whatsoever I have here into 4. So I'll measure what I have there. I have 8/3/4. So I'm going to divide 8/3/4 into 4 like this. You first divide it into 2. I'll now divide that into 4. So it's going to give me almost 1 point something. So I'm going to divide that. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So I'll do the same thing to this side also. Hold on, please hold on. In case you don't know, we have an online fashion institute. We are going to teach you full pattern drafting training. We are going to take you from the scratch, how to use your machine, to the climax. You're going to be the best designers in town. For more information, visit our website on www.larichedesigns.com. The same thing. So if it gives you the same thing, you still maintain what you use. But if it does not give you the same thing, you remeasure. You redivide it into 4. So it gives me the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So The next thing I'm going to do now is, let me start with this part. I'll measure 0.25 down. Here will be 0.25 up. Here will also be, here will be the line after half, that's 0.6. So here will be 0.6 inches up. So this part, it will be 0.5 down. Here will be 0. I shouldn't write it on that one. Here will be 0.25 up. Then this place will be 0.75 up. I hope you get that. So let's start the measurements. So I'll come here on this line. I'll measure 0.25 down. This is it. You just make a dot like this. Touch like this. You just make it there. This one is 0.25 up. You measure 0.25. You make a dot. Following that shape you have. This one is 0.6, which is the line after half inch. So you measure it, you do it like this. This part is 0.5 down. You measure it and do a dot. This is it. So this part is 0.25 up. That is quarter inch up. And this part is 0.75 up, which is, yes, or 3/4 up. This is it. I hope you still remember those lines. One is here. We have one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So the next thing we are going to do, like I said, my tie is 11 inch. So I'm going to divide 11 into 2, which is 5.5. So I'll come here, measure 5.5. Make a line. Come here also, measure 5.5. And make a line. So let's now join those lines together. So as for this line, we come here, you use this side of your ruler, this part of the ruler. You connect this line, this point and this point together at once, like this. You connect this point, and join it to this point together at once, like this. So as it is, I've hold this point at this edge. So I'm going to do it like this. So the next one is, I want to connect this point, and this mid-center point together. So this is it. Like this. Are you getting it like that? Are you getting it? So the next thing is, I want to connect 0.5 and this quarter together using this part, the same way I did it like this. The same way I measured this part like this, I'm going to measure this part also like this. To all these parts, this point, and this point together, so like this. It's going to be like this. Then the next thing, the last thing here is going to be, I'll connect this one, this point, and this point together. So So the last thing I'm going to do now is to connect this point to this side. to complete our full sleeve. Yeah. So now as it is, you now need to see which part is going to be at the front, which part is going to be at the back. This is the back. This is the front. This side is going to go to the back. And this part is going to be here. So that is all about our sleeve pattern. So if you want to measure, if you want it to be longer, you measure the full length, you measure the length, your desired length. Maybe you might want it to be like this, you measure it at the length. Then this will be the arm round, the widest, the biggest part will be the arm round. You measure it, then you measure the desired length, that point you want your sleeve to get to. You measure that part as the tide. I need to show you how you're going to cut it. So it's going to be like this. I'm going to put it like this. So you need to take this out. So the next thing like this. You know you're using pencil, so don't mind what I'm doing. Your own is to use pencil. When you use pencil, you'll be able to see the parts you're going to follow. So this is it. So then you notch the center. Okay, this is the center. So this is where, so as it is, this is for this side. So this is how it's going to be. This is the front and this is the back. So that is all about the sleeve. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you for watching every of our video. We really appreciate you. And don't forget, there will be a giveaway at every point of achievement. Please keep watching, share every of our videos to your loved ones, and don't forget to drop your comments, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, ask your question, drop any observation. Thanks for watching. Bye.